Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're going to have a light board coming in from my big choice. Originally the claw machine has a light board up here, but whoever had it before me took it down, but they still left the cabling for these front marquee lights that should be flashing. If you've ever seen a big choice or a clean sweep claw machine, you know they're usually flashing. So today, that's what this video is going to be. We're going to be fixing these lights that go along here. So what I plan on doing is getting my power from the existing lights, overhead lights. I want to cut some of the extra cable that I have just going back and forth. I want to actually use that as my wire that's going to run from there to the board. And then once I cut those cables, I'm going to use these quick disconnects. Go on the ends. You can see the existing cables already have some on them. So it shouldn't take long to get this installed, get it up and running, and then the machine will be almost good as new, almost back up and running 100%. So just sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Here's a look at the tools we'll be using to do the repair. Got an Allen wrench. We use this to take these off on each side. Slide this glass panel down. Then we'll have easy access to all 14 bulbs and sockets. Take that out. I'll go ahead and clean the back glass while I'm in there for the marquee. Then for the power cable that I'll be cutting up there, for the end of the cable, I'll be using one of these crimp-on disconnects, just like the ones that are already in there. Then of course, use this to snip away my cable ties up there. Then we'll use our wire stripper, strip the cable up there, and also put on our disconnects. Alright, so while I'm waiting for the mailman, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the claw machine, snip the cable ties, get all my wire hanging out. I can go ahead and strip my wire, put the connector on, make sure it runs far enough to the existing cables. That way when I get the package, I can just open it up, find some screws to go up there, and connect it, plug it in, see if it works. Nice and easy. So let's go ahead and get that done. Get a little prep work done, Bob. Okay, so I got the cable ties off. So now I have this extra cable hanging. When I put the second light in, I just decided to keep the cable length, the original length. I didn't really make it that short like I should have. So it's a good thing that I didn't. So now what I'm going to do, just going to cut it here, let those two meet up there, and then run the wires from the same connection. Now I have all this extra cable, and it's long enough that it'll reach where I need it to go up there. So I'll just use the same cable and put the ends on it. So that worked out. Okay, so I cut the wire from the second lamp, cut it up there. So now this will run to the light board. Still not sure on that. I might hop in the car, go ride to Radio Shack and get the right hookup wire, something a little thicker. to run to the light board, but I might just try it with this just to see how it works out. But what I'm going to do now is I'll go ahead and strip these down, hook it back up, plug it in, test it out, make sure that my lights are working again, and then we'll also have power running from this cable to the light board. And then all we'll have to do then is just wait for the package to arrive with our light board and light bulbs. We'll go ahead and throw it in there. Okay, so now we have our cable cut, lights are hooked back up, everything's crammed into those twist-on connectors. Kind of nervous about that, a little sketchy, but let's plug it in, see if everything turns back on as normal. Yep, it does, so good to go. Now all we have to do, wait for the mailman to drop off the board. While we're waiting for that, I'll go ahead and strip these cables, put the connectors on, and then the cables will be ready. Go out and find some screws, put the board back up on the ceiling and connect all the cables. Alright, so I'll strip both cables. I'm going to go ahead and put on the connector. Alright, so we're going to keep busy while we wait for the package to arrive with the part that we need. So the next thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and just take out all the light bulbs and replace them. It's kind of curious to know how many were still good and how many were bad, but you can look at the bulbs and tell most of them are burnt out. But we'll go ahead and just replace them so that it's all fresh, new bulbs. So let's go ahead and get that out. Okay, so the package has arrived. So I'll go ahead and open it up. Should have the light bulbs and the light board inside. So it's here, yay! It's here, yay! This is the light bulbs here. Alright, so here it is. Here's the light board that I needed. This is what controls the lights around the Big Choice Marquee. And there we go. We'll get this hooked up. Soon get it working. Alright, so I got my power hooked up. I'm going to take off these cables, hook it up to the wires up there. Then we'll turn it on, test it out. Before I finish wiring that up and testing that out, I have to go get some screws to mount it to the ceiling, or else it'll just be hanging by the cables and that won't be good. So in the meantime, I'm gonna check out the bulbs that I got. And we'll go ahead and we'll put new bulbs in each socket up here. Okay, so now we have all the new bulbs installed. Now it's time to put the glass back up. Alright, so I temporarily mounted it up there, hooked up all the cables. Let's plug it in and see if it works. Oh yeah, there we go, it's working. So that's how you fix the lights in a Big Choice claw machine.